All right, buddy. Top five. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. You're gonna like this one. In fact, I know all the listeners are gonna like this one because unless you're a vegetarian, which is completely fine, everyone likes a hamburger. I love a hamburger, bro. A hamburger with some French fries, a little bit of salt on top, man. A nice crispy, Coke Zero on ice.
Yeah, that's like
oh yeah, hard. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the tops.
So I think I know where you're headed with this already.
So this is where my mental is at. Okay. What are the top 5 fast food hamburgers? Okay. Now we're in Canada. We don't have access to In-N-Out. I think there's like one Shake Shack or something like that. So we're going to keep those out because they're kind of anomalies.
They're a bit fringe. Like I know like In-N-Out. I've actually had In-N-Out and we can talk about it, but that's like Southern California only.
Okay.
So it's not even in the States. It's just like Southern California only.
It might be dope. Never had it. Okay.
Right.
But the 5 that we're going to be talking about, and I'll name them, are 5 that are in Canada. We've eaten at all of these places, and they're definitely in the States, right? They're in North America. Okay. So we don't have to rank them just yet, but I just want to talk about them because there's like, I'm getting hungry just thinking about these. And some of them, I got to say, man, like there's some pros and cons to all of them. So let's just start with this one. Harvey's. You have it your way.
Yeah. That's straight up almost out the gate. My number one.
No,
there's just something about almost. Yeah. I mean, like I don't know. There's something about it and it is just magnificent. There's something about that kind of like squishy meat and then you just deck it out and you're with the guy and he's loading up. Oh no, more pickles, bud. Keep it going. And they got the frings action. So for those who don't know,
I forgot about frings.
So if those who don't know, frings are fries and rings, and it comes in basically like a saddle bag. So they're like 2 holders.
One half is fries, one half is rings.
Exactly, because I don't think the fries are all that great, and you never really like, anytime you go somewhere and you get the onion rings.
How many do you need?
Yeah, and they give you like 3 anyway.
Right?
Like they you're like, okay, I'm going to get the onion rings. They're going to be like, oh, that's like fucking $6 extra. And you get like 3 of them. They're soggy and you're slurping out the onion by the end of it. Just like, and you're just like, what is this? So that's kind of the best of both worlds. You know what I mean? And so that is, it's Harvey's is very high up for me. I got to admit, man.
What I do like about Harvey's, and I don't eat it that much. And obviously now with the restrictions and all, I couldn't be bothered, but there's something special about teeing up in the line and your burger's next, right? And the guy looks at you, he doesn't even say anything. Doesn't even say anything. He's kind of looking at the burger and he just gives you the eyes and you're like,
yeah.
All right. Lettuce, tomato, no onion. Okay. I need 3.5 pickles. That's how I roll. And the guy's like, I've seen it all. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
I want 2 hot peppers, not a bunch of them. Don't worry about it. Do you want the orange banana pepper or do you want the red?
Yeah.
He'll pick them out for you. There's something like you feel like this was made for me. This one was made for me.
Straight up. And it's just like, as you said, like, he's just like, this is nothing new, pal. I this ain't my first rodeo. Yeah. You can have it your way. And they know, like, when you're rolling up, it's you time. You know what I mean? There's so many hours in the day and you don't get that much you time, but it's just you and this guy eyeing each other. And he's looking at the burger being like, buddy, I'm going to hook you up or not hook you up whenever you want. Because when you go to other places, sometimes it's just a shaft job, a total shaft job. They're just like,
or the reverse. They overhook it up. You go to Subway sandwiches. You're like, hey, can I get a little bit of mayo? They're like, oh, a little bit of mayo. Whole bottle. And you're like, you've ruined this up. Anyways, I don't want to focus on subs, but I hear you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. What's the next one?
Check this one out. A&W.
You know what? I'm not huge on A&W. I know a lot of people are, like, and especially it kind of took Canada by storm. I'd say maybe like 6 years ago.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
And they're everywhere. Anything. Basically, it's like at the foot of like any condo in Toronto.
Yeah.
Like it's like they just decided they're going to be like, it's going to be like an A&W and then like a gym
and a Starbucks
and a Starbucks.
Yeah. So I'll be honest, I fucks with A&W very hard.
Okay.
And I think I explained this to you in the past. To me, A&W is the closest to a not fast food burger.
Right.
So it's like the grade and presentation of everything that they give you. It's not as greasy. It's not as, even the experience of buying and packaging isn't so fast food. Now, that doesn't make it the best burger, but it's something that I like. When I eat it, sometimes I think, hey, that wasn't so bad for me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Compared to some of the other things. What I like, though, and just before I know you're going to comment here, what I do like is the way that they name their burgers.
Yeah.
So you got the Bean Burger, you got the Mama Burger, and it's funny because when you keep going up the relative ladder all the way to Grandpa Burger, which is basically 3 patties with cheese and bacon, you're thinking to yourself, they're going to kill this Grandpa. If Grandpa eats this Grandpa Burger, that's it.
I implore you to find a geezer that's going to chow down that burger. No way.
If you're 70 plus and you walk into A&W and you look at the menu and you peep the Grandpa Burger, you're probably thinking to yourself, fuck, that looks dope. But if I bite into that, that's it for me.
If that was true, if that was true for like a Grandpa Burger, that I guarantee you, a Grandpa, if he had that burger, he'd cut that into 4 pieces. And and each one would be its own meal.
He'd probably have a quarter of it and then put the rest in a napkin, put it in his parka jacket and save it for later.
Totally. Like when my grandparents got over the age of 70, they split a Happy Meal and for the day, and they were good. The toy too. But I think here's one of the crucial points that I wanted to comment due to your thing, due to the thing that you mentioned earlier, was that I don't like real. I'm a synthetic guy. So I don't like maple syrup, real maple syrup. I like Aunt Jemima's.
Yeah.
I like Aunt Jemima's. I don't use butter. I use margarine, bro. I like, same with za. I don't like this gourmet za shit, this gourmet burger shit. I want a 2-for-1. I want a fucking Pizza Nova. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't want this gourmet shit. So it's kind of one of those things. The same goes for the burger, as I'm saying, is that it's like, I know when I'm going into these places, do me dirty, pal. Do me dirty, because I know I'm not winning any. Yeah. You know, you're not going to go into fucking Jenny Craig afterwards and be like, "Yo, I just slammed back an A&Ws." You're like, "Good for you, pal."
Yeah, I know.
You really stayed.
You're not getting a medal. Yeah, you're not getting a medal after that one. All right. Let's move on. Check it out. We got Wendy's. Okay, and so I've been to Wendy's a couple times, and I'll be honest. When I go to Wendy's, at least in the last couple of times, I usually get the chicken sandwiches. They got like some spicy chicken sandwiches, good chicken fingers and stuff like that. And they got that plum sauce that is just absolutely stupendous. You know what I mean? But I guess people rave about the Baconator, right? You know the Baconator. It's probably got, 8 pieces of bacon on a burger, man?
Dude, I'm going to tell you, I was driving back with our buddy from Montreal to Toronto, and we stopped at Wendy's for in Kingston. And so it was years ago now, but I was like, I'm going to go for the Baconator. This is all the hoopla, blah, blah, blah. I had 3 bites, chucked it, and barely made it to the toilet before we had to leave.
It's too much bacon.
No, it was just disgusting. It was awful. And I was just like, what is this? I spent $14 for a dump in a roadside fast food restaurant.
Roadside dump.
But to your point, which is important, they're the chicken kings.
I will chicken.
I'm only going to do the chicken when it goes.
Spicy chicken sandwich from Wendy's. Liddy in the Clitty.
Yeah, it's Liddy in the city with the Clitty, and and one of the big things, and I don't know if you do this, I don't, but this is a big thing that my wife does. She loves to dunk her fries in the Frosty. Oh, you get down with that? I've got nothing against it. I'm just saying I don't. Yeah, that's
let me. Okay, now I'm bringing back memories. Now, woo! There are times where I stopped to Wendy's only when it was like a hot summer day, And maybe, like you said, you're traveling to Montreal, or you're going to Kingston, or God knows where. You're doing a pit stop, and you're thinking to yourself, you know what? Today we'll just get the regular burger and fries, but they got the chocolate frosty going, and you do dip those fries into the frosty. And let me tell you, the frosty is like not comparable to anything like a McFlurry or even a milkshake. It's just a frosty. It's just a frosty. It's not that good. But they figured it out. The scientist in the lab at Wendy's in the basement was just like, I got it. It's an okay chocolate kind of, fun time here, but you dip the fries in.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think there's anything even remotely close to being a natural ingredient in that thing. Like, that thing's got to be some weird powdered,
it's all powdered,
synthetic glucose fucking packaged thing. Like, there's no way that when that is in its incubation stage, that there's any ice cream anywhere involved there.
It's just a good name, and it's like a icy milkshake. I don't know. It's probably not even that good, man. But you're just dipping the fries in. There's something about it. They marketed it well. They got me. They fucking got me. They got me. But the Wendy's burger isn't that good. So you know what? I would say that Wendy's probably at the bottom of the list this list.
I agree.
All right, let's move on to McDonald's, man. McDick's.
Yeah, I mean, it's the king. It's the king. The Golden Arches are the king for like a Big Mac. I've said this before, and I've probably even said it to you, where just like, if I was about to get executed, I was about to get the chair or the injection or whatever.
What's the order?
That's the order. It would be a double Big Mac.
Oh, large double.
Yeah, double
patties.
Double Big Mac, large fries, 10 nuggets, Diet Coke, and then fry me. Fry me
in the fryer.
I'm good. Like, you know what? Because you're probably, you generally afterwards don't feel all that great anyway. But while it's going down, it is like crack cocaine. It's like, it just tastes so fucking good, and you feel good.
Oh, you do feel good. It's like, it's a rush, man. You're like, I just took down this beautiful, beautiful, terrible meal. But you're right, man. Like, when I've really, let's say, overdid it at McDonald's, so I got the big burger with like a large fries, and sometimes, man, I throw in nuggets with barbecue and sweet and sour. I do both, even get an extra mac sauce. You know what I mean? I feel wild as fuck. You know what I mean? And then what happens, your body needs some time to process it all. And usually in the morning, I'll like wake up very early because there was so much salt that it wakes me up.
Okay.
It's like 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
And
you're parched.
Let me tell you, man, it's like you might as well be listening to David Usher because it's a black dump.
Oh, yeah, your guts are ruined the next day. There's no doubt about that. I mean, it's almost instantaneous in a way. Like, you're pretty much, not as much as the Baconator, but like usually if I'm doing a pit stop at the Golden Arches, pretty much if I'm doing a pit stop at any of these places, there is a little bit of a attendance to the facilities afterwards.
Well, if you're doing a pit stop, you would want to eat the meal, maybe wait 10 minutes so that you can just get it over with and then get back in the car. So makes sense.
Yeah. What's the next one? This is the fifth one? Last one?
This is the last one, buddy. Now, personally, I've only had one or two experiences here. Not so much because if it's good or bad, but I just don't encounter it much. But it's Burger King, BK.
Right. Yeah. So BK, the Whopper, it's outstanding.
Yeah.
It is. It's legit. It's the shit, man. Like, I mean, see, here's the thing is like all of these items, all of these restaurants, establishments, if you will, they're all solid in their own right. Now, I wouldn't say any of them bring the fuego on every item. So that's why it's one of those things where you got to kind of pick and choose. You know what I mean? It depends on how you're feeling. But I'm telling you, man, you dummy, a nice Whopper, it's a good day. It's a good day.
I think I had a Whopper once, and it was a big burger. Not even in the front, man. It's a big burger. Like, if you get fries with that, you're gonna get kind of murked. I'll be honest. Oh, okay, so you brought something up that, and because I don't want to go too much longer into this, but it's true. there's good burgers here, right? Good burgers on the list. Who has the ultimate sides? What's the best side? And that could be, and I know you mentioned Frings, which is dope, but like, let's be real here. Who's got the best French fries out of all 5 of these? Is it McDonald's?
Probably. I think you're going to have to go off the board though. Popeyes fries?
Wow.
That épicé right there, that spicy meatball. You're not touching it. Like you could go there legit. I mean, don't get me wrong. I fucking love their chicken too. But like you go to Popeyes, you could just order a large fry and you're in heaven.
Get
straight up.
Louisiana sauce, dip that.
Oh my God. The fried chicken establishments or chicken establishments as a whole, we can get into another time. But I'm telling you, like none of the people on our list are holding a candle to those Popeyes fries.
I think you're right. I love Popeyes, man. You know who's been rotting? I'll be honest. KFC.
Oh yeah, dude.
They used to be the masters, dude. When I saw that bucket driving down the street and I saw the Colonel, lost my goddamn mind.
Because here was the thing too at my household is my dad hates chicken. Won't eat it straight up. And so if ever he was gone somewhere to do something, whether it was for the night or for the weekend or whatever, going up north, this and that, and we were still back at home on the Friday night, like treat meal. I don't know if you had that, but we always had a Friday night treat meals, oftentimes pizza, but it could be other things. When he was gone, my mom would roll up with the family value pack from KFC. Oh my God.
Yeah, I got a similar story, man. So remember from maybe, I don't know if it was last episode or whatever, or the second episode. God, I don't even remember. But I didn't have the snacks, which, at the house, I didn't have the school snacks.
Yeah.
We didn't order fast food. So when my folks would go out, right? My sister, like the second, like we'd wave my parents out. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're getting in the car, they drive out, and she's like, "They gone?" I'm like, "Yeah." Called the Colonel.
Yeah.
Mega meal for just me and my sister. Okay.
Yeah.
Which was like fucking 8 pieces of fried chicken, the gravy, macaroni, French fries, a full McCain chocolate cake. And I would dust the majority of it, puke every single time. But I was just like, this is my chance now. I don't eat this stuff. I have to get this in on Friday, and I will fucking puke. I'll puke out all that coleslaw.
And I think it's one of those things where it's also a treat. You know what I mean? Like you're doing that like once a year. You know what I mean? You're not doing that often. I mean, some people do it often, and well, it shows. But for the most part, especially back then, and I know you were quite an athlete and things like that, that's where you got that in. You got that grease in. And that's why it was so probably memorable or impactful on your life that you still remember these things vividly to this day, because you're like, damn, I remember Friday the 17th of March 1998.
Yeah.
My sister ordered up 4-piece fry slaw, the whole nine, and because paid cash,
yeah. And
it was just unreal.
Oh fuck, man! You know what? I have to get a mega meal this weekend, man.
Oh, that's what it was called. The mega meal.
Yeah, it was a mega meal, dude.
Right.
And we finish it off with a Toblerone bar. Right?
Yeah, that was wild too. I mean, I don't know if we want to bother ranking these restaurants per se. I mean, there's definitely a lot of food for thought there, because they all have their different abilities. But I think if I'm going to do it just real quick to get it out of the way with maybe sort of a lack of explanation, I'm probably going Mix, Harvey's, Burger King. What was the fourth one? A&W, Wendy's. I mean, for burger-wise, definitely that's going to be the case. If we're throwing in chicken as a burger, then maybe I would swap the last two. But then we're getting into sandwich territory. And then if we're talking about sandwiches, that is a whole different conversation.
Okay, so to recap, top 3, McDonald's, Burger King, Harvey's.
For you?
No, for us. McDonald's.
Yeah, top 3. That's the top 3, no doubt.
Okay. Sick. Well, yo, You heard it here, folks. McDonald's, Burger King, Harvey's. Let us know what your favorite burger is. Hit us up on Twitter. Hit us up on the Instagram. Hit us up on the YouTube. You can always email us at fiercekingz@gmail.com. Listen, we're here, and we're going to do this every single week, all right? Stewie P, got anything to say?
You are now not listening to the Fierce King.
She.
The top five.